Time for 10 hidden indie gems you'll wish you played sooner. Well, greetings, Indie Warriors, and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. Old Gamer Joe here, as I am every Friday, bringing you 10 awesome indie games that failed to find an audience. This week's list is one of my favorites so far, so get your clickers ready because your wish list is about to get stuffed with indie gaming goodness. And while you're at it, click on over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames where you can gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community, enjoy early ad-free shows, receive a shout-out at the end of every video we produce, our podcast 3 days early, so much more. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Okay, to kick off our week, we have an all-but-forgotten horror puzzle game that takes place from the first-person perspective. It's called Partum Artifex. This mind freak of a journey puts you into the head of a killer, solving various puzzles that reveal more about their inner workings. Completing the game involves thinking like the killer, which I found to be a very dynamic storytelling mechanic. There's various clues littered across environments, key items to grab, and it all leads to answers that maybe you'll wish you didn't discover after all. Its heavy themes won't be for everyone, but the game has great environments to explore. The puzzles are very interesting and quite challenging too, and the audio top-notch. The game is normally priced at just $14.99. A shame it only mustered 86 user reviews. Next, something a bit more lighthearted, it's Skator Gator 3D. Grind your way to success and put an end to an evil mayor's reign. A follow-up to the original Skator Gator, which was more of a 2D affair, you'll dash and grind through 13 different levels, exploring for hidden trinkets and collectibles along the way. That's right, there are different paths to take, meaning that each level is worth going through more than once if you want to nab everything. You'll also earn skater power-ups that help give you a bit of an edge across each level. The game is simple, fun, colorful, and affordable too. Grab it at just $4.99, or at least try the demo for yourself. Next, we explore some caverns in Caves of Lore, a game created by Mike Robbins. Being a solo effort, the game took around 6 years to complete, and the effort shows. This CRPG features great tactical grid-based combat with plenty of the systems that fans of the genre know and love. There's various party combinations to create, tons of loot to collect, a deep story rich with lore, and nasty monsters to slay. While the game is a bit dark at times, it's not depressingly so, offering a good sense of humor from time to time. Add in plenty of replay value and you've got yourself a wonderful hidden indie gem. If you've enjoyed classic games like Ultima in the past, you'll find plenty to like about Caves of Lore, even if it does come with a bug or two. The game is normally priced at $9.99 and achieved just over 300 reviews, so not that many. I've heard of a handjob, but this is ridiculous. At a shockingly low 61 reviews, it seems like almost no one got their hands on Super Adventure Hand, which is a real shame. You'll quite literally be playing as a hand in a 3D platformer that oozes with both challenge and charm. Be wary of dangerous obstacles that get in your path. Hop as best you can, and attempt to find a magical mug located at the end of each new level. There are 50 of these levels in fact, each offering a unique set of challenges and obstacles. There's some very creative game design on display here, and even the ability to customize the look of your hand. Are you slightly creeped out by the whole thing? Well, don't be, as this game is a riot and deserved better than the paltry 61 reviews that it received. Super Adventure Hand can be grabbed for $12.99, and a demo is also available. Moving right along, we have an anime-themed point-and-click adventure game that's a rather bleak affair, almost as bleak as the disappointingly low 74 reviews it received on Steam. The White Chambers mixes sci-fi and horror with point-and-click elements to delightful effect. Trapped within a creepy space station, it's up to you to escape. Easier said than done. The White Chamber manages to escape many of the trappings of the genre, offering some very well-designed puzzles that won't have you tossing your mouse at the screen, well, for the most part. The world feels lived in, with a heavy cloud seemingly lingering over your entire play session. The White Chamber is full of jaw-dropping moments that you'll never see coming, and while it was at one point a free download, you should definitely show this developer some love, especially at $2.99. Plus, it only takes about an hour to get through, but that's an hour you won't soon forget. I guess more people said maybe than yes to this next release, Racingmaybe, a self-described turn-based drag racer that features a robust upgrade system. It's all about speed and crafting the perfect vehicle, with the game best enjoyed through quick bursts and only lasting a few minutes per run. Competition comes in the form of leaderboards, but it's really all of the different tweaks and tinkering that can be done that help Racingmaybe stand out a bit. I wish more people had managed to bust through the sound barrier, but it failed to get first place at just 75 Steam reviews. Our next hidden indie gem is called Boxville, which was made in Ukraine. It's an adorable puzzle adventure about a world full of cans and boxes. There are some tricky puzzles abound, but it's the game's interesting stories and premise that stand out even more. The devs wanted to design the game in a way where it would almost feel like watching an animated movie, creating a stress-free experience, and they've done a good job of that. I never thought I would become emotionally attached to cans, but here we are. The art is really quite beautiful, all hand-drawn, the music is wonderful, and there's even a few mini-games to keep you further invested. It's a game with no actual words, yet it manages to say a great deal. Boxville can be grabbed for just $6.99, and a demo is available on Steam. I've always felt bad for crossing guards because so often I see them dealing with people that just don't want to listen or pay attention, but it turns out being a crossing guard in a video game is a good deal of fun. In Crossing Guard Joe, a zany arcade experience, you'll need to keep angry drivers in check. You'll need quick reaction times too for this indie release, as just like real life, nobody seems to respect your authority. Make sure children can cross safely as you go through 25 levels with progressively worse traffic and dangers. You'll be scored based on performance metrics such as how fast you work, how many combos you can land, and how many kids make it across safely. This game is just as ridiculous as it sounds, but it's good fun at just $5.99. Such a shame it only has 187 reviews. Ah yes, pets, they can be a pain in our butts, but we still love them unconditionally. Why not enjoy your pets from a distance, however, in the lovely little indie release, Pets at Work. It's a pet owner's worst nightmare as their pets have gone missing, but thankfully, they're all in an office. The pets will need to combine their brains by pushing various boxes, pushing buttons, and thinking outside of the box, too, in this co-op experience. It's essentially a puzzle platformer, and the game can be enjoyed in single player as well. Apparently, these pets went barking up the wrong tree, however, as the game has just 135 Steam reviews. It's $2.99 and more than justifies such a small price tag. Woof, more people should have played this one. And closing out another exciting week, we have a thrilling visual novel called Cut to the Core. A relatively normal surgery goes wrong as our lead character finds himself entangled in a greater conflict involving a crazy doctor who loves running brutal experiments. If you couldn't tell by the main premise or the art, Cut to the Core was very clearly inspired by Tales from the Crypt, a series that I loved reading and watching as a kid. Clocking in around 3 hours, expect plenty of chills and thrills with gorgeous comic book-esque artwork that truly brings this world to life. Now with that said, major content warning. This game is brutal and relentless, so if you aren't in the mental headspace for that, maybe seek another game on this list. The game is priced at just $2.99 and only mustered a little over 100 reviews. And that's gonna do it for this week, folks. Another day, another hidden indie gem or 10 to discover. Thank you for all that you do for independent developers, publishers, and I Dream of Indie Games. Voice to the voiceless, and I'll see you on the channel.